You
So it's
say
Mahmoud.
no, no. There is a problem between the foreign language not talking Arabic. But H is the main problem. Mahmoud,
Mahmoud.
yes, you say Mahmoud.
Okay,
It's
Mahmoud.
because there is nothing like ha or mah ha. There is nothing in English like that.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky for me. I try my best, but
But you are doing well.
thanks. Um, and what was your day like today? What did you do today?
Uh, like every day, working.
Yeah.
As I said before, I'm working as a medical rep,
Okay.
medical
Yeah.
representative. So
Yeah.
I am going to hospital every day promoting
I go.
my yes.
We wouldn't
What?
say I'm going. I go to the hospital every day because it's a habitual
Ah,
action. So we use the
haha.
simple present.
I go to hospital every
Go to
day.
the hospital.
Go to
The.
the hospital.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So as usual every day.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. And Ana Carolina, welcome to class. How's it going with you?
Hello, Zosa. I'm
Hey.
fine, thank you for asking. And you?
Nice. Doing well, thanks. And how's your day been?
Semi-mute. I went to work. I worked a lot. I'm tired. I'm beat, but not defeated.
Beat but not defeated.
Yeah.
Stories of my life. Okay, good. Nice. Uh, yeah. Well, hopefully you get some rest tonight, and it's nice to see you again. Um, Jenya, Yenya, Yenya or Jenya. Your microphone is muted, so you have to unmute your microphone.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you? And how do you
I'm
pronounce your name?
fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
It wa- it was good today.
Nice. And yeah, how do you say your name?
Uh, you can tell Jenny if it
Jen.
is more convenient.
Well, I'd like to pronounce your name as close to correctly as possible. How do you say your
It's
name?
Jenya. Jenya.
Jenya. Jenya. Okay, I can do that. Jenya, where are you
Yeah.
from?
I'm from Israel.
Okay, nice. And what do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to swim. I like to read. I
Nice.
like to surf on internet.
Okay,
Uh, something like that.
okay, cool. Um, yeah,
Uh,
all good things. All good things. Nice to meet you. And also just one thing, if you could mute your microphone when you're not speaking, there is some sound that I'm
yeah.
getting. But
Okay.
thanks, and nice to meet you. Um, Also, Amp, welcome to class. How's it going, Amp? Amp, are you there? Maybe not. Um, I can't hear you. Try to leave him back. That generally helps. My only suggestion, really. And Adela, welcome to class. How's it going, Adela?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Doing well, thanks. Yeah, and how's your day? What'd you do today?
Grading exams.
Nice, grading exams. That sounds not fun at all. How did it go?
That's right.
Was it okay, or was it nah?
Uh, mm, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, mm, well, yeah. Hopefully,
It's
your
not
week gets
not
better,
so
more exciting.
no not so good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, all right. Well. yeah, hopefully your week gets more interesting as it goes on. Grading exams isn't the best. I know. Uh, okay. And Carolina, how's it going?
Hello, teacher. I am doing well, and you?
Doing well, thanks. And how's your day?
My day is good. It's a nice day outside, so sunny
Okay,
day.
cool. Yeah. Good day, nice day, sunny day. All
Yeah.
good things. Okay. And who else do we have? Ken, I think, is next. Ken, how's it going?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Uh, any news in Japan? Anything exciting?
Anything? Nothing exciting happening here, I
Okay.
guess. Yes.
All right. So, low key, how's your day?
Yeah. Same old, same old. But,
Okay.
I went to my friend's place at home
Mm-hmm.
to chat. And
Okay.
yes.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully, um, hopefully you enjoyed it.
Mhm.
And Heidi is not here. Heidi's gone. Uh, do we have anybody else? Amp, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How's it going?
Finally. Um, I'm fine, but my connection is not good today. I've been kicking the roof many times in previous classes.
That's not good. Sorry to hear
Yeah,
that. It's unfortunate.
yeah. I hope
Oh
that
man.
today, yeah,
Yeah,
this
two
class
bad
is
days in a
will be
row.
better.
Sorry, I keep speaking when you're about to speak. But yeah, 2 days in a row that you've got like terrible days. You have to iron all day on Tuesday and then just bad connection on Wednesday. Sorry to hear that. Um, uh, good. I think that's everybody. Ooh, Santa Marta. I really want to go to Santa Marta, Carolina. I hear it's really beautiful. Um,
Yes, it's a beautiful place. You have to
yeah,
go.
yeah. It's on my to-do list. I've got like a little
Yeah,
checklist going.
you have to go to Tayrona. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
La Tayrona. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got all my camping stuff too. So
Mhm.
hopefully take a week off or so. But one of these days. So we're gonna read another Hemingway story. Um, let's look at this. And I think let's start with Julieta. Can you read the title and maybe the first few lines?
The old man at the bridge. I am Nathaniel. An old man with steel-rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes sat by the side of the road. There was a pontoon bridge across the river, and cars, trucks, and men, women, and children were crossing it. The mule-drawn carts staggered up the steep bank from the bridge, with soldiers helping push against the spokes of the wheels. Okay,
Okay.
the spokes of the wheels. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Let's look at staggered.
Staggered.
And a pontoon.
Pontoon.
Yeah. And good. I think that's good. Does anybody have any questions in this first part?
Pontoon.
Okay, so what we'd have like a pontoon bridge is kind of like a floating bridge. Um,
Mm.
so if I could get images, but it's kind of hard to do. So if you think of a pontoon boat, it's got I feel like I have to draw it, but I can't really. So it's got like these two little legs that the whole boat floats on. So the boat would be like on top of these, and the bridge is just floating on top of the water on these like things. It was probably a temporary bridge, is what we're talking here. Staggered. Who can explain staggered? Nobody? Okay. So if you're staggering, it's moving in jerks and with a lot of difficulty. So if you're staggering up something, it's like you're climbing it, but it's really hard and you're not doing very well. So yeah. So you're like kind of going up in jerks, in like little bits. Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully.
Like staggered, like moving hardly.
Yeah, it's like moving with a lot of difficulty.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And any other questions? Okay. And let's have Carolina. Can you read the next little paragraph?
Okay. The trucks ground up and away, heading out of it all, and the peasants plodded along in the ankle-deep dust. But the old man sat there without moving. He was too tired to go any farther. It was my business to cross the bridge, explore the bridgehead beyond, and find out to what point the enemy had advanced. I did this and returned over the bridge.
Okay. So, Carolina, be careful with your ED endings. So the first one, let's look at returned.
Returned.
Returned. And then advanced.
Advanced.
Good. And then the bridgehead.
Bridgehead.
Yeah, and then too tired.
Too tired.
Tired. They plotted.
Plodded.
Peasants. Good. And then the trucks ground up.
The trucks ground up.
Maybe trucks?
Trucks.
Yeah, the trucks ground up in a way, heading out of Olive. Yeah, and so questions. Yeah, ankle deep dust is dust that goes to your ankles. So if something is ankle deep, it like goes up to your ankles. Just really dry, lots of dirt, but it's like deep, dusty dirt. Plod is, again, it's similar to stagger. So plod is like to move slowly, but like monotonously without much energy. So you like step heavily, you're plodding along. Any other questions?
What's the meaning of a peasant?
A peasant. A peasant is like a, it's kind of like just a lower class person, somebody who maybe farms. So yeah, we'd say that farmers, regular people, regular, like very basic citizens. Does that make sense?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Does the trucks ground up mean?
Okay, so it's like the trucks, I mean, ground up in a way, heading out of it all. So it's just like they cross the bridge and they go up the hill on the other side. Like they're grinding through it. So it's like a heavy hill. It's like really steep and it's not easy to go up, but yeah, that's just his way of writing. So a little bit, taking a little bit of license. You're not literally grinding it, but it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Other questions? Okay, and let's have Ana Carolina. Can you read the next part? Rimmed.
Okay.
Where is rimmed?
The first paragraph, I'm sorry. I should have asked before.
No worries. A rim is just the outside of something. So like the rims of my glasses are black. A rim is just the outside of something. So you can have a wheel rim, the rim of your glasses, the rim of your coffee cup. It's like the
Any
edge.
spectacles?
Glasses.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
No worries. Can you read the next part?
There were not so many carts now, and very few people on foot, but the old man was still there. Where do you come from? I asked him. From San Carlos, he said, and smiled. That was his native town, and so it gave him pleasure to mention it, and he smiled. I was taking care of animals, he explained. Oh, I said, not quite understanding. Yes, he said. I stayed, you see, taking care of animals. I was the last one to leave the town of
San Carlos.
San Carlos. You
Oh, sorry.
underline?
Yeah, just it's gonna be. We're gonna go through some questions later, and that's important. You did a good job though, with your pronunciation of it. The only thing I saw, mention it. It's almost combined. Mention it.
Okay. Mention it.
Good. Gave him pleasure to mention it. Okay, questions here. Okay, and Amp, can you read the next bit?
He did not. He did
Sorry.
not look. He did not look like a shepherd nor a herdsman, and I looked at his black dusty clothes and his grey dusty face and his steel-rimmed spectacles and said, "What animals were they?" "Various animals," he said, and shook his head. I had to leave them. I was watching the bridge and the African-looking country of the Ebro Delta and wondering how long now it would be before we would see the enemy, and listening all the while for the first noises that would signal that every mysterious event called contact. And the old man still sat there.
Yeah, the old man still sat there. That sounded good. Any questions?
Various, it's called pronounced various or various?
Various.
Various animals. Yes.
Various animals. Yes. Good. Other questions?
Herdsman.
Herdsman? Somebody who herds animals. So somebody, if you're a herdsman, you have like a bunch of sheep and you lead them around so they eat and you don't lose them. You keep them safe, kind of. Does that make sense?
Herd means raise?
A herd is a group of animals. A herd is like a herd of cattle or a herd of sheep or a herd of, whatever. Any other questions? Okay, and let's have Ken. Can you read into the next little part?
Okay, what animals were they? I asked. There were 3 animals altogether, he explained. There were 2 goats and a cat, and then there were 4 pairs of pigeons. And you had to leave them? I asked. Yes, because of the artillery. And the captain told me to go because of the artillery. And you have no family? I asked, watching the far end of the bridge where a few last carts were hurrying down the slope of the bank.
Okay, good. Really nicely done. Let's look at artillery. Artillery. Yeah.
Artillery.
And with family, it's more like 2 syllables, family.
Family.
Yeah, my family. Okay, good. Does anybody have any other questions here?
That artillery.
Artillery. Does anybody know what artillery is?
Yes, I like in the my gosh, uh, it's similar to Portuguese. People who have guns and
Yeah.
shoot, right? I don't know if they have ride horses.
No, that'd be the cavalry. The
Ah, okay.
artillery generally has like bigger guns. So yeah, the like tanks and lots of like cannon type things would be artillery. Make sense?
I forgot slope.
Slope is just like the hill or the angle, the slope. So if you're talking even in math, you've got like the slope of a line, like how angled it is. So this would be like a steep slope, and this is kind of like a 45-degree angle slope, and this is kind of a flat slope. Does that make sense? So yeah, like the slope is just the angle. And any other questions? Okay. Adela, can you read the next part?
No, he said. Only the animals I stayed. The cat, of course, will be all right. A cat can look out for itself, but I cannot think what will become of the other. What politics have you? I asked. I am without politics, he said. I'm 76 years old. I have come 12 kilometers now, and I think now I can go no further. This is not a good place to stop, I said. If you can make it, there are tracks up the road where it forks for Tortosa.
Okay. The cat, of course, will be all right.
The cat, of course, will
Yeah.
be all right.
Then, what
Okay.
politics?
Politics.
Yeah. And if you can make it, there are trucks.
Tracks.
Good. Look out means get by. It can look out for itself. It can take care of itself. Yeah, so look out for itself is just like, to take care of itself, to manage by itself. Any other questions?
Teacher, a forky. In this case, it's not a forky that you use to eat something.
No. So does anybody know what the kind of fork we're talking about?
The place where you have to choose a direction.
Yeah, so we have forks and roads. So the road can go that way, or the road can go that way. That would be called a fork right here, where the road splits. Good. Any other questions? Okay. And let's go and have Mahmoud. Can you try the next one, next part?
Okay. I will wait a while, he said, and then I will go. Where do the trucks go? Towards Barcelona, I told him. I know no one in that direction, he said, but thank you very much. Thank you again very much. He looked at me very blankly and tiredly and then said, having to share his worry with someone. The cat will be all right, I'm sure. There is no need to be unquiet about the cat, but the others. Now, what do you think about the others?
Good. Okay,
Continue.
that sounded No, stop there. Let's look at direction.
Direction.
Instead of saying die, we would say
Ah,
direction.
direction.
Good. It's very British to say direction. Can you give me directions to? Yeah. In the U.S. we would say directions.
Uh-huh.
So it's got that short-ish I sound.
Direction.
Also,
Okay.
yeah. Be aware that the language inside of the quotations is a little bit strange. Hemingway is writing in English as though they were speaking grammatically in Spanish, and so using words like unquiet, and
Unquiet.
where do the trucks go? Like things like this. He's trying to write in Spanish English, so it's a little bit awkward. So try not to, take it too much to heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about I said or said?
Said.
Pronoun.
Said. Sounds like said.
Said.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. And Jenya, can you read the next part?
Why they'll probably come through it all right. You think so? Why not? I said, watching the far bank where there were no carts. But what will they do under the artillery when I was told to leave because of the artillery? Did you leave the Dutch unlocked? I asked. Yes. Then they'll fly. Yes, certainly they'll fly. But the others? It's better not to think about the others, he said. If you are rested, I would go, I urged. Get up and try to walk now.
Nice. Okay. So maybe one more time with urged.
Urged.
Yeah, urged. And rested.
Rested.
The dove cage.
The dove cage.
And artillery.
Artillery.
Yeah. Okay. Questions? Does anybody have any questions?
The story is about the dialogue between old man and the soldier, maybe.
Yeah. So the soldier. Where's his job? It's up here somewhere. Okay, so here. And can you read that sentence?
It was my business to cross the bridge, explore the bridgehead beyond, and find out what point the enemy had advanced.
To what point the enemy had
to
advanced.
what point?
Yeah. So he's a soldier. He's
Mm-hmm.
kind of scouting. He's trying to check where the enemy is.
Yeah, maybe during civil war in Spain, maybe it could be the dangerous front line.
Okay. And any other questions? Okay, and let's have Julieta. Can you read? Can you read the end of the story?
Thank you, he said, and got to his feet, swayed from side to side, and then sat down backwards in the dust. I was taking care of animals, he said dully, but no longer to me. I was only taking care of animals. There was nothing to do about him. It was Easter Sunday, and the fascists were advancing toward the Ebro. It was a grey overcast day, with a long ceiling to their planes were not up. That, and the fact that cats know how to look after themselves, was all the good luck that that old man would ever have.
Yeah. There's a low ceiling. A
No.
low ceiling.
Low ceiling.
Hmm? Rather than that, good job. So swayed, if you're swaying, you're moving from side to side. So kind of like if drunk you would sway, really drunk you would sway maybe, from side to side because you can't hold your balance. Or if you're also really tired. If you say something dully, you say it without energy. So it's like I was just taking the animals. You know, you don't have any emotion, no excitement. It's just like really dull. It's kind of a flat, monotonous. And overcast, it means it's cloudy. It was a gray, overcast day. Overcast is cloudy. Generally heavy clouds. Any other questions?
What does the low
Yes.
ceiling mean?
Okay, Juliet, one more time.
A low ceiling.
Okay, so a ceiling is like the part of like a house. Doot doot doot. Really bad house. The ceiling is this part. So when you're inside, you look up at the ceiling. I don't know why. And so when we're talking about a low ceiling on clouds, it means that the clouds are really close to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes, what the meaning of fascists were advancing toward the Ebro?
Okay. What does the fascists
Fascists.
were
Fascists
advancing?
were advancing toward the Ebro.
And Adela, I think you could probably explain this best.
Yes, this in the civil war in Spain. This is the fascists and republicans, so, and they are a battle on the Ebro. Is the last battles to the in this region. Is more or less in Catalonia, Catalonia, and I think maybe the Hemingway was here in this moment because he collaborate with Republicans, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ebro is a river, a big river.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done. Good grammar. So the Civil War in Spain was fascists versus Republicans. One of the last battles in the region was by the river Ebro, which is like Catalonia. And yeah, Hemingway was there. I think he was ostensibly working as like a medic, but yeah, I'm not sure. Adela, Julia's asking when the Ebro battle
Yes,
was.
the sound is a little cut. Sorry.
When was the Battle of Ebro?
This battle, I think 1938 or 39, because 39, and this is Ebro is on the east, the Spain between Catalonia and Valencia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And good. Any other questions? Okay. And let's have Juliet Lena the first question.
I can't see the question.
It's right here. Can you see it now?
No, still.
Maybe.
Okay, now.
Okay.
What was the old man doing in his native town? ABC. D.
Yeah, Carolina, what was he doing?
I think that he was taking care of animals.
Yeah. Do you remember what animals they were?
No, teacher, I can't remember.
Okay. Does anybody remember the animals?
Yes.
There was a cat,
Mm-hmm.
2 goats
a
Mm,
goat,
and
a
4 pairs.
And 4 doves?
4 pairs. Yes,
Uh-huh.
4 pairs.
Yeah, I think that was it. Good memory. Okay. And Carolina, can you ask Anna Carolina the next question?
Ana Carolina, what is special about the day the narrator encounters the old man?
And can you repeat narrator?
Narrator.
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 Yeah, it's almost like the narrator. Narrator.
Narrator.
Yeah, good.
Josh, could you scroll up?
Mm-hmm. It's in this part.
In what part could you highlight?
The last part.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Is Easter Sunday?
Yeah, it's Easter Sunday. So this is a pretty
Okay.
simple one. Anna Carolina, can you ask Amp the next question?
Okay. Sorry for cheating on it. Imp, why does the old man leave the animals?
Because of the artillery.
What's the artillery?
Hmm?
What is the artillery again?
The guns, the weapons, big weapons.
Yeah,
Like a tank, cannon.
perfect. Good. And Amp, can you ask Ken the next question?
Which animal is the old man least concerned about?
Which animal? Dog.
The dog.
Because he didn't keep dog, right?
Well, he wouldn't be concerned about the dog because he doesn't have a dog for sure. What animal did they mention in the story that he doesn't worry about?
The cat.
I forgot. Could you give me a hint?
Da, 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 da. The last sentence.
Okay, that know how to look after the child. Know the good luck that woman would ever have. Last sentence, very last sentence.
Uh-huh.
Cats know. Cats
Yeah.
can look after themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he wasn't concerned about the cat because like cats are pretty good at looking after themselves. Yeah, good. Okay, and Ken, can you ask Adela the next question? Ken?
Sorry. The trucks are crossing the bridge and going where?
I think to Barcelona, but I don't know exactly. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Barcelona or Tortosa? Barcelona.
Yeah, it was Barcelona. Why would they be going to Barcelona, Adela?
Sorry?
Why would they be going to Barcelona?
Why?
This is just a question for you, not
Yes.
anything to do with the story.
No, because I think the Republicans are here. It's a Republican place, I think, and maybe the fascists are in the center to the last places was the coast.
So maybe the last place the fascists took was the coast.
Yes.
Let's say fascists took was Coast.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Perfect. And Adela, can you ask Mahmoud the next question?
Mahmoud, what is the old man's native town?
I think Barcelona.
It is not Barcelona.
Ebro Delta.
It's not the Ebro Delta either.
Via Cruz. For sure, San Carlos.
It is definitely San Carlos.
Yes.
Good. So yeah, how would you answer in a complete sentence?
I don't know.
So yeah, in a complete sentence, what is the old man's native town?
San Carlos.
How would you answer with a complete sentence? So we need a subject, a verb, and a complement.
Okay. The old man native town is San Carlos.
Need an possessive.
The old man's there.
Yes.
It's old man's native town.
Good.
Is San Carlos. Yes.
Perfect. Nicely done. And let's have Mahmoud. Can you ask Jenya the next question?
Okay, Jenya, what is the narrator's job? Narrator's job. Narrator. Yes.
I think the narrator's job is to protect the people who cross the bridge.
Not quite.
Not quite? Okay. So maybe he questions people before they cross the bridge.
Okay, let's look. It's right at the beginning. So we looked at it a little bit before. Can you read this sentence?
I want to look the topic in the story.
Sorry?
It was my business to cross the bridge, explore the bridgehead beyond, and find out to what point the enemy had advanced. Okay.
Okay. And so
he scouts ahead for the enemy's location.
Yeah, exactly. So scouts, like to scout is to go alone and, see. It's like, to act as kind of the eyes of an army. So he scouts ahead for the enemy's location. Good. And Jenya, can you ask Giulietta the next question?
Yeah. Why does the old man stop and not go across the bridge?
Because he's too tired
Yeah.
to cross the bridge. But it also isn't interested in crossing because he lost everything.
Good. Perfect. Yeah. And he doesn't know anybody in Barcelona. Really nicely done. And Giulietta, can you ask Carolina the next question?
Carolina, the old man is a symbol of what?
I guess that the civilian victims of war?
Yeah, that's what I would say. Why?
I don't know, maybe because the meaning of civilian victim, because I think that he showed us that he is the victims of war because he helps animals and other difficulties.
Yeah, and I mean, is he political?
Is he sorry?
He political?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, he's not. So he doesn't really care. He just wants to take care of his animals. So he's like really, he's beside it, but he's definitely a victim of the war. So yeah, definitely collateral kind of damage. And Carolina, can you ask Ana Carolina the next question?
Ana Carolina, how old is the old man?
Could you scroll up?
And so he is. Yeah.
I cannot see.
It's right in the middle.
In the middle. 76 years old.
Yeah, 56 years old. How would you answer?
Also, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. The man is 76 years old.
Yeah, the man's 76 years old. Perfect. Maybe let's have Ana Carolina. Can you ask Amp the first question?
Explain why the narrator takes so much time to converse with the old man. Use details from the story to support your answer. Narrator.
The narrator.
Narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Because the man was stuck in the middle of the bridge, and there were many people that want to cross, and it was part of his job to try to facilitate the movement of the people through the bridge. I suppose so.
I don't think it was part of his job to facilitate the movement. His job was just to like kind of check out where the enemy was and report back. Yeah, the man was stuck in the middle of the bridge. I think at that point too, there were less and less people. You know, there were a few carts that were going down the slope of the hill onto the bridge, but there weren't too many people. Yeah, maybe can you think of any other reasons, Amp?
He wants to know where the old man was heading and why he was just staggering in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah. So maybe like just curiosity.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be it. Okay. Does anybody else have anything to add there? Does anybody think they have anything else they want to say to that question? Okay. And Amp, can you pen the second question?
Okay. What statements from the story suggest that the old man is about to give up on life? Quote specific statements to back your answer.
No. You don't have to.
I don't remember the specific part, but old man is, it's old. He doesn't have so much energy to fight against something, and he's not political. But even though he have to get involved with war, so he just too tired to deal with that. So
in the
maybe,
war?
yeah.
Yeah, Amp, that's a good one. Okay. What else were we gonna say, Ken?
Yeah, kind of the in a war there are a lot of not only soldiers, a lot of civilians feel this kind of helpless feeling.
Huh? Any other ideas?
Well, he didn't have a family, and he lost all his belongings, his animals. So it was
Uh-huh.
what he was taking care of. So he didn't have anything else to take care of.
Yeah, he lost his responsibility, his animals, his belongings, didn't have a family, didn't know anybody where he was going. He was really tired. Yeah, I think that's all good. Anybody else have anything else?
A little fatalist about the possibility, to date. The the feeling is about don't worry, oh, no problem, no. If I did,
A little fatalistic, not worrying about what?
yes, it's I don't know, don't fight. No problem to die because I think it's a sensation about I'm old, I'm tired. Is I can't fight, no, to survive. More or less is my idea.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like he's got a lot of willpower. So, yeah, grinding on, if Anna Carolina would be like continuing to like carry on or go forward despite resistance would be to like grind on. It's like despite a lot of resistance. Um, okay, and where are we? Adara, can you ask Mahmoud the next question?
Yes, Mahmoud.
Oh, sorry. Did I? I feel like I skipped something. No, yeah. Yeah, can you go ahead?
It
How
was
the
time to Ken ask Adela.
no problem. How the Mahmoud? How is the narrator portrayed in the story? How does the treat of the old man? Give examples from the story to back your answer.
Excuse me, what's the meaning of portrayed in the story? Portrayed?
How is he described? Who do you think the narrator is based on what you read? Like, what is this person like? How is he portrayed? So how does the author make that character seem?
He seems like an old man.
The narrator of the story is the soldier who's talking to the old man.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't.
So the person who's asking the questions, and writing the story. So he's writing about this old man. You know, this is not a good place to stop. If you can make it, there are trucks up the road where it forks at Tortosa. Tortosa, I don't really know. And so this is the person he's asking. The old man says, "Oh, I'll wait a while, then I'll go." Where the truck's going? It's Barcelona. I don't know anybody there, says the old man. And then he's like, "Will all the animals be all right?" And the narrator's like, "Well, yeah, they'll probably come through." "You think so?" says the old man. "Yeah, why not?" And he's like looking back to see. So like, what do you think about the narrator? What do you think about that old man or the young man, the soldier?
maybe he a soldier, a kind man, soldier
Mm-hmm.
who is a kind man, and he was trying to help the old man,
Mm-hmm.
mm, and leading him or tell him about the directions of the route, maybe
Telling him.
about the directions.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we could even just say telling him the directions, stuff about,
Mhm.
or maybe giving him directions. Giving him
Uh,
directions probably sounds the best.
mhm.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer. He seems like a kind person. A little bit sad. And oof, this is really unfortunate. We are just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions or comments before we finish up? Okay. Jenya, it was really good meeting you. I know this is the first class you had with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Everybody else, it was really good to see you again. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And thanks again for coming in.
Okay, teacher, take
Thank
care.
you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Bye, guys.
teacher. Bye, guys. Bye, teacher.